Faraway friends, welcome. You have found yourself once more at Darkeport, Curse of Strahd edition. Wherein we recount the tales of these fine fellows in the lovely beachside property of Barovia.
Prime real estate.
Prime real estate. I believe Gara has missed her calling as exotic locations real estate agent.
Yes.
So there you are.
Absolutely.
That's
Let me show you kitchen.
It has fine floors and
country,
marble
old
stairs.
times.
Never mind the bloodstains.
Complete with the Rothy room.
So, before we go too far afield, I want to give a shout out to our sister stream, Constructed Chaos.
Yay.
Yay, Alex and Morgan and the rest of the Chaos crew. Thank you so much
You guys are awesome.
for journeying with us. They do their thing every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, so go check them out. Highly detailed world, very expansive, all brainchild of Alex's fevered mind. It's good stuff. Then we have Eldritch Foundry, who has provided us with these lovely minis, and they have been with us basically since the beginning, and we're always super grateful for them. So follow the link in the description, and you too can go on and see the wonders of their character generation system. Also helps if for a model for other art too, to have for sure. We've used it that way as well. It really helps bring the character together. And probably, I think that is it for us, yes? Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. All right.
80 gold pieces for me.
80 gold pieces for you.
Please.
Spoken like a noble woman.
Forget my time is not free.
Yes. You need to be here, please.
So, I think, Justin, we're going to do a little sermon, and then we're going to light the candle.
See how this goes.
Yes, we're just
Okay.
we're still trying to find our candle ritual here. So,
It's true. All right. Aye, brothers and sisters, we gather today in the light of the morning Lord, Lathander, who renews us with each break of dawn. Just as the sun rises after the darkest night, so too does hope rise within us, casting away the shadows of doubt and fear. Lathander teaches us that every new day is a gift, a chance for rebirth, for growth, and for the pursuit of excellence. Let us embrace the promise of dawn, striving to create, nurture, and to bring light to the lives of others. For in his light we find our purpose, and through his warmth we're guided to a brighter futures.
thank you.
Fingers crossed. Snaps.
Fingers crossed. And that, of course, is the in-character, one of the versions of the in-character sermon that your character, who is
That was the morning as we got up downstairs in the
in the lovely well room. Yes, that you had barricaded off.
So pleasant.
And I am responsible for Morgathy's journal entry. So
Beloved Morgan.
here we go. Beloved
Oh, do tell.
Morgathy has only good things to say about everyone.
He just loves his companion.
Ignorance. It stenches everywhere in this world. The fools at that bastion of enlightenment, the College of Mysteries, braying at me about how necromancy isn't needed anymore. As if every one of our life-preserving spells can't be traced back to its practice. My so-called colleagues, spreading lies and obloquy about my work to every ear within 20 moongates. I could care less about their bitchy innuendo, save for the fact that it eventually got me dismissed from my post. And finally, my students. Slack-jawed mouth-breathers, every one. Except for Sebastian. An oasis of understanding and a vast desert of stupidity. How resplendent you were. After the incident, our healers claimed conventional magics could not bring him back. And despite my repeated pleas, my own mentors turned on me, pouring poison into the ear of her wisdom. She has yet to look into my case, damn it. I know my Sebastian can be brought back, can be reconstructed. I'll prove them all wrong. Most of all, that yammering set of spectacles that calls itself the college's chancellor. And now here I am, far from home and trapped with another group of what? Mouthy simpletons? Another fine collection of slack-jawed mouth breathers? The dwarf, at least, seems to have some small portion of common sense. The half-elf is about as sweet as years-old vinegar and just as appealing. The halfling is a muppet on steroids, while the half-orc does seem to understand her place as a meat shield. Laudable, really. That leaves Lady Silverfrond, who is proving as sharp-tongued as her blood is ancient. What a disappointment.
I like that.
All I know is I'm not dying here. I must live long enough to prove all those ill-lettered savages back at home how sadly mistaken the whole miserable lot of them are.
Excellent. Love it.
That's so
Drag
good.
us.
So excited.
Pulling my blood, dog.
So this is I'm picturing
Damn.
I picture Morgathi hunched over his grimoire, scribbling this in the margins as he listens to you.
Love it. Muppets
All right.
are canon.
Muppets. A Muppet on steroids. So,
Not entirely incorrect.
Meat shield. I was like,
Damn it.
knows her place.
we
Oh yeah.
does understand her place as a Mishi.
My lips won't let me growl, but
Does
If I could right now.
Does Giro read Elvish by chance? Hopefully not.
Just like, let me do a quick peruse.
So as we regain ourselves over here,
Imagine Elvish is kind of like the English of our world.
Artexia, it's true. Artexia, you had taken that later watch, I believe, and then you had the little shenanigans with the click clack of the heels on the floor, and you had decided, okay, maybe this was an effect of the house, or maybe some creature is effing with you or whatever, but you did manage to scare away or defend your party or ward off whatever was going on.
through a thing.
Yeah, you did.
I threw a flame.
You did. And just a really quick recap, y'all have been whisked away by some nasty mists. You are in the cursed lands of Barovia, which I believe you now know
We are?
my name, because you had the
It's right from the
Encyclopedia Strahd.
Finally.
Strahd.
That and the letter
That
in
and the letter, yes.
skeleton's hand in the back of the library.
Yes. You now
Hidden in the hidden chamber.
hidden little alcove, and you now know that this is cursed land that you're dealing with.
I like it.
And that's pretty much where we will commence. Do y'all do anything with the beds that are jammed up into the hallways as kind of a last ditch barricade?
I mean, we're ready to leave. I think we
Do you put the beds back? Do you just move them enough to?
just move them out of the way.
You just move them enough.
You just move them enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might need to run back in here, and I'd kind of like to have them close so that we can kind of repair it.
Right,
In
facts.
In case you have to
I
fall
mean,
back.
it's not a great barrier, but
It's better than nothing.
it's at least,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
It's an obstacle.
So you get to that weird. You know what? I think I'll probably stand just to kind of get us oriented. So we're over here. We're kind of clustered around the well and this first room, and then here was the first bed. And I'm picturing you all going down here, and these two steps that are facing one another are both kind of like one of those weird architectural things where you go down these steps, and then you could immediately back up if you wanted to.
Second level.
Yeah, here. So it's like level. You know, this would be like half a level down or something, or maybe not even that. This is the awful hallway where you fought the ghouls in. And they were stabbing her and trying to eat her. And
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So there is an area. Pull this down just a
Where I was an appropriate meat shield.
There is, yeah, your meat shield understands her place. So there is an area down here, and as you we'll get there, guys. We'll get there, I promise.
No, don't you do it.
Now you can't see.
It's all right.
She says she can't
That's
see
fair.
anyways.
Nah, it's okay.
Can you see? Can you see with this though?
I don't have my glasses.
No.
on.
Okay,
Don't say
that's
that
fair.
again. I guess
That's
I
fair.
see. That's
So there is. So well, it matters here because you do have this situation and your dark vision. All of actually, does everybody but
Everyone but
Finny.
Finny.
Everyone but
Finny.
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 you
Yes,
do?
the only
You do
one.
have dark vision
Yeah.
as a half elf, right? Yeah. So literally everybody but Finny, you can see back to where that hallway curves around again, and there's another short collection of stairs that continues to go down, and those are really the two ways. And unless you're willing to go back into the house, which is probably not a good idea, those are really the two ways forward.
There's no torches on the wall that I can take and light.
Down here, not anymore, unfortunately. No.
Okay.
But we still had a lamp with us, right?
No, mine just ran out.
Yours ran out.
But I can produce a flame.
Yeah. So you have.
Yeah, we have. I can do dancing lights.
You have
Kathy
light.
can do dancing
Yeah.
lights. We have plenty of light. I had made my light person,
A person-sized, I recall.
but I feel like that
Well,
was
you-
before we had rested, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
And you can.
You can always conjure him again if you.
I was going to
guys
say
would
you
like.
can conjure that up again. So do you want more Gathy? Because it does maintain concentration. The good thing about your light, Artexia, is that it does not.
It's a cantrip.
It doesn't eat up your concentration.
Yeah.
So you can just do it.
Important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we might have you do some light for
Yeah, I'm
us.
gonna hold it in my hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yours produce light. I should know this, but that's
Produce flame.
produce flame. That's true. Light's a byproduct. Fair enough.
What about it?
Yeah,
Is
get
that
it right.
Is that 20 and 20? Is that 20 bright light, 20 dim light? It should say in the spell description.
Spell description. Is it this? No, wait. Where?
It's gonna be in
using the
here.
book.
I mean, I don't see anything that says 20. I see 30 feet. It's 10-foot radius for an additional 10 feet.
Flickering flame appears in your hand. Flame sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet.
Oh yeah, it's right here.
So it's 10 and 10.
10 and 10.
Yeah.
So 20 and 20.
Right, 10
Here it
right.
is.
Yeah. So that would be two. So for 2 squares out from you, it's bright light. For another 2 squares out, it's dim light.
All right.
And then after that, your dark vision takes
That's
over.
actually like real fire, right? So you can light a torch or something.
Right.
Okay.
If we find something.
So is that good enough, or does somebody want to produce dancing lights and maintain concentration on them?
I mean, I'm fine with throwing some up if she wants to be more toward the front, and I'll be more toward the back, or vice versa, to make sure we have a good range of light. 'Cause
You're the caboose
worst
right
case
now.
scenario,
I'm
Gira
in the
would
caboose.
probably
concentration.
Gira would probably be carrying like 2 or 3 torches. So
Do you want to light
or
one of your?
stuff to redo the tar on an existing stick or something.
Do you
so
want?
she could light that and then hand it to Finny. She doesn't need it.
No.
But she carries it for Finny.
Finny's not the best person. I mean, it will work, but your
Whoever
light's,
wants to carry
but
it.
your light's going to be waste.
Low.
Going to be
Yeah.
low, which isn't necessarily bad, but yeah, can like get blocked by your body.
Let's save your torches. I'll throw up my lights for now. Worst case scenario, they go out.
And I'll just keep my flame up.
Okay, all right. Between the two of you, no problem. And like I said, in a pinch, even just your flame Artexia is enough.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it, and you get your concentration gets broken somehow. Okay.
I'll cast them also and just kind of, instead of doing the
Person.
humanoid, I'm going to do the traditional balls of light, and I kind of will scatter them across the line of us.
Okay.
So it's a good disbursement of light.
And you see, they're still kind of sluggish.
Funky color.
And instead of and yours are usually, you said, are like a warm.
They're a warm reddish hue.
Like a warm red. They're turning more and more sickly.
Stop. Stop doing that.
They're coughing. All right, where do y'all head? Is this we have Gira and Finny as a unit?
Yeah.
I assume. Then I had Durgan, Farron, Morgathy's never going to be at the back, and Artexia is the caboose
Okay.
currently.
Y'all want to head forward? Just keep going down the hall, inching along.
Yep.
Forward, there's only way to go.
Just curious, did we ever see a
I'm just putting Gira down to kind of mark.
crypt or anything like that for the I'm not sure what she was. I guess the
nurse?
the nurse, the
Durst nurse.
nurse. The
Sorry, I missed the first part of that. Did you find?
did we ever find a crypt or anything like that?
You did not.
Okay.
We didn't explore all the crypts though. We
There-
really only found
You only found the children's
Oh, we
scripts.
found theirs real quick. We're like, we're good
So
on
we
crypts.
could
Yeah.
backtrack if you want. If Durgan wants to, now would be the time to.
How big is? I mean, could we?
Yeah, technically, you guys. I mean, this is uncovered for kind of viewer orientation purposes, but technically, these were. You
Yeah.
guys had not explored these.
Oh.
Yeah, because when we go down these little steps, and there's these little steps up right across,
be
we
right
can
there.
probably
I would-
see the table a little bit as we're moving.
Kind of like to. Yeah.
We can go
Okay,
back
yeah.
through that
We-
way.
I didn't know we didn't explore that. Yeah, let's go do that.
Okay. So you go.
Turn around and I start
right.
marching. So now I'm in front.
So you go back.
We know where
You can't
to
see the table because you have to go around this corner, but you do get into that room without incident. Okay, and then you're back. You're back over here. Cool beans.
What name are we looking for?
Actually, I'm not sure.
So it's the same situation where you have this.
But we are looking to bear her. And I look at.
Wasn't there another
Aye.
another skeleton you picked up?
The one that had the.
I'm sure that there'll be no dearth of bones, cleric. Bones, they're
Is she the only one that you're carrying?
they're fungible.
He has one.
Yeah, he
Somebody packed up the guy in the trunk,
he has her, and then you were carrying.
had
the
scroll.
messenger.
Yeah, and then you're carrying the messenger. You're carrying the
Oh, Morgathy's carrying
the nursemaid. Yeah.
nursemaid.
Yep. So you both you both have skeletons. Yours is wearing leather armor with the 3 puncture holes in it.
Wouldn't any crypt do for this purpose? Does it really need to be theirs? Just
So-
put their bones in a resting place.
Well, if that's a place that's due for them,
As you go
We don't know
there,
their names. How are we supposed to find
I
it?
know that. But yeah, we should try to find the right place if it's there.
Just getting antsy down here.
Children mentioned the name.
I don't remember. They said a lot of shit.
the first crypt, the stone slab meant to seal this crypt leans against a nearby wall. Etched into it is the name Walter Durst.
Dad?
Dad, yeah.
And
Is it it's open?
it's leaning. Yeah, so it's actually
Unoccupied.
it's actually open. Oh, sorry guys. Actually, I got that messed up.
We're all excited.
This
That's
one-
not even.
Sorry, no. This is a Durst, but this one is Elizabeth Durst. My bad.
They're the
Yeah.
wifey.
Yeah, the wife, the mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is that first.
And the lid's popped open.
No, this is sealed. So you'd have to.
It's on the
Elizabeth
door.
is sealed.
So you'd have to seal. You'd have to pry the stone slab open, and then presumably the beer is inside. Bier, beer, B-I-E-R. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Okay. Well,
Beard?
that's not the place we're looking for.
Okay, so you move on.
Well, I could take my staff and like wedge it in there and like
then
pry it
pry.
open or try to. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
definitely. Yeah.
Is there a reason you want to try to open this?
Make a athletics check.
I want to know if the dad is actually there. I don't know.
Oh, this is the mom.
I want to know if they're there.
That's fair.
Go for it.
Okay.
Gira will.
Take
12.
a defensive posture.
Okay.
She also wants to know.
13. Yeah.
She'll see you doing that. She'll be like, I would like to know as well.
And he's like, "Hey, use the right tool," and he slides out a crowbar.
crowbar.
Yeah.
Nah.
Gira will put her war axe away or battle axe. I can't remember which one do I
This guy
have.
could
Battle
have
axe.
told me that
And
sooner.
then help with the crowbar.
It was just kind of funny to watch you grunt. I don't get to see I don't get to see noble elves do that very often, you know. So
Point.
with advantage, which is actually written into the adventure, which I appreciate. If you're using a crowbar, make that same athletics check, Gara.
You also said when we opened the kids' ones that if I did any of the other tomb seals, because I rolled.
Oh, that's right. You rolled. You rolled like
Correct.
fantastically.
She just popping these open.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
with
but I
with
just
the,
kind of figured out what the right
with
angle
the technique.
was.
with the crowbar, yeah, especially with the crowbar, you kind of you know right where to insert it, and since they're all built basically the same, you just lean back with your weight, put a little bit of leg and back into it, and then it slide. It
Okay.
You kind of pop it. Good memory. Good call.
Good fucking
I
call.
was like, I remember that one.
And you indeed you do see you do see a stone platform with an empty coffin atop it.
Okay.
An empty coffin.
It looks empty. It's not completely open, but like the lid is somewhat slid off to one side. So from what you can tell.
I lean around and blow out some dust, see if there's anything, and I put my flame a little bit further in to see if anything
Gare will kind of peer in with her.
illuminates.
And
Okay.
she'll pull out her war axe. She's just on edge.
Okay.
Roll initiative.
Or she'll continue hold the crowbar and she could just use that.
We're gonna fight the.
Okay.
Not really.
And a swarm of centipedes comes rolling out of the back room. Everyone roll initiative.
Not against the centipedes.
And Artexia, you would...
Oh, I lost it. Let's do another one. I don't know where it went.
Do another one. Do
Get
another
it in
one.
a second. 13, what do you say it was?
Ooh.
Which one?
Initiative.
Initiative? So you're going to add
That's
your...
its own little spot up there.
Yeah.
Right there.
That one. I'm like, I don't see that anywhere. Okay, so 16.
Shit.
Nice.
Oh, we got everybody here.
Dang.
Let me get everyone here. Oh, are we...
I got a 19.
Looking for my dice and I found another one.
Well, there you go.
Now they're too enthusiastic with these die rolls.
Okay, so Gira, you got a 19.
I'm at 21.
Wow, Durgan. Okay, 21.
Rolled well.
15
Hey.
for Farron.
In a tight space.
15 for...
None of us can fit in.
Lots of squeezing, my very favorite thing.
So much.
16 for Artexia.
Can we just
Yes.
close the door?
Use, will you roll for Finny for me? The Fininator.
The Finitiative.
Finny Finnegan.
Ooh, that's cute.
What is the Finitiative?
From Regathi.
40.
Wow.
What's his plus?
4.
Then he got a total of 8.
Damn.
Wow, okay. Morgathi's actually going a little bit before him. All right. Initiative. That's what it is now, by the way.
Initiative.
Oh, you're finished.
Leave it to me to combine
He's the
two
finisher.
words.
And, okay, Durgan, you're up. Durgan, you're up. Gira, you're on deck. So you see
this is
this...
a whole bunch of little ones.
Yeah, that are just swarming out of the back walls.
It's not the big ones, as he says, it's the really small ones that don't hurt you.
These are.
I wouldn't go that far. There's a bunch of small ones.
Oh, they're all
They
little.
seem pretty damn aggressive. So, and they're kind of just appearing ?
Oh.
Like you didn't. It happened very
Right.
quickly, so they're just kind of like. As you look down, it's one of those moments where if you look down and it was dark, you might think that it's a carpet, but it's actually the centipedes that are
So gross.
squirming.
I squeal and I
right
toss
around.
by the flame and
It didn't say. I mean,
What are you doing?
sacred flame, but
Yep.
is that gonna like?
Yep. Nope. You can burn them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
Burn them.
They instinctively
The scent
they instinctively shy away from that. And your DC's 14? I believe. Yep. Yeah, because you have an 18 wisdom, so it's 14. Okay. And they part like the Red Sea before Moses.
Fast
And they avoid it.
God dang it, man! That spell has yet to work even once.
Not so secret, is it?
You're up.
I actually kind of like the idea that she really hates bugs.
More than
Of all
fair.
the things.
So, and these are a bunch of little tiny enemies. She doesn't actually know how to deal with these. So I like the idea that she's just...
Oh, they're awful.
She's going to try to just frantically... I'm going to say she's going to panic slightly. Just because... I'm just gonna put that flavor in there.
This has been a bad little
Yeah,
day
so
for
she's
her.
going to try to hit them. I don't know how successful that's going to be.
Okay, go for it.
But yeah, she'll do the ewe dance, I bet. Yeah, okay, she rolled basically along that line. That's going to be an 11.
Okay, and they writhe right around your battle axe.
Yeah,
on
and
its
she's going
edge.
to back away. Like, as much as she can, she's going to back away. She's like, ugh, ugh, ugh.
So you jam your back up against
Bugs!
this wall.
Nasty bugs!
Artexia, you're up, and Farron, you're on deck.
So, my flame,
You want to throw your flame into them?
can it spread out or is it just a line?
It'll if you throw it, it'll go out a bit.
Okay.
It'll puff out a bit. You should be able to. I mean,
Yeah.
if you hit them, you should be able to fry some.
Yeah. I'm also doing the dance, but I'm also like, I'm kind of used to sometimes being alone, but these things are still weird and like all over the place. So I'm like,
And they just showed up out of nothing.
so I take it. And
Okay.
I'm like,
Give it a. Out of the back wall. Unfortunately, actually, do you want to squeeze back here so that you're not at disadvantage? Mm-hmm. Okay, so because you need a little bit of room to operate.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, you don't want them right on you. Okay, so you squeeze back with Gira. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Did I mention that Gira literally moves back if she can?
There's nowhere to move back unless you
Nowhere
want
to move back.
Unless you want to, yeah.
15
Squeeze
plus
past Finny.
what is the
Yeah.
one?
she wants away.
I'm sorry, you want to squeeze past Finny?
Yeah.
And do you want to be here?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay, go ahead.
15 and then what for attack is dex. Wait.
It's for that. It's your spell attack, so it's going to be your wisdom plus your proficiency, which I think proficiency's +2, your wisdom's +4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so +6 total.
Okay, so 21.
Okay. Got right into the mix of them. Go ahead and roll damage. I believe it's a die 8 on that.
Die 8, and that is this one, right? Yes.
Yeah, with a weird little double pyramid.
3.
3. Okay. Some of them curl up and singe.
I don't think there's any plus to it.
No, it's just a flat roll. Some of them curl up and singe, but the bulk of them are still intact.
God dang it.
So now you add the smell of singed centipede. Farron, you're up.
If I light a torch, am I able to use the torch to attempt to burn them?
You could lighting a torch interact with object. Yeah, torch is only going to be a die 4 though, as an improv weapon.
I'm a little concerned about causing more damage than I would like. So they're inside of a stone crypt, right?
Yeah, but this thing's open and they're swarming through, and you can't. I mean, from where you're at,
Am I able to get in front of everybody in one turn?
10, 20, 30 attack, and then you'd have to end your turn here because you can't willingly end your turn in another creature square.
So I'd have to end it standing in amongst the centipedes?
Next to them. Normally I let people cut diagonals, but in this case it's too tight because everything's crypted up.
That's what she said.
What you doing?
Shoot, I'm gonna get up there.
Okay, you get up in their grill.
I've been there.
All right.
I'm gonna...
Okay.
She raises her red fingernailed hands. You see a puff of flame emerge. She holds her other hand back to signal to everyone to stay back. Lucida, guide me. And cast Burning Hands
Oof.
to
Okay.
torch as many centipedes as possible.
Okay.
All right.
So there's this cone of just flame erupts from her fingertips, spreads out, and they have to make a dex save, I believe,
Yes. Let's see.
and roll damage.
Let's make a dex save.
As they try to instinctively veer away from
Right?
too hot.
No, fire.
Oh,
shoot.
Caitlin.
Are you kidding
that was a
me?
bad roll.
All right. Well, that's 8.
8. Okay.
Man.
You struck him square.
Suckers.
But
Not
it was-
triangle, he struck him square.
But it wasn't enough. Yeah. So now there's not just singed centipede. Now there's roasted centipede. Speaking of the stench of ignorance, it's the stench of chitinous bodies.
And whatever she can do to be out of anyone else's way in that space, she'll do. But she's working with limited real estate there, so.
Cannot willingly be in another creature's. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Right.
Does not appear.
This is one of the reasons why Gira is gonna get out.
He can't even make it.
Go up in the
Okay, so yeah, Morgathi's like, what's going on? What's going on? And he can't. There's not even a place for him to go because you can't willingly be in another creature square. Okay, so that's he'll ready in action. He'll ready to Frigidus Tactus to chill touch anything that he can see. And Finny. Ooh, Finny. Okay.
It just stays on top.
He's running into a similar issue. Now, this is a weird one because the swarm they have the swarm ability, so they can be in another creature square. It doesn't say that another creature can be in their square, but I'm going to use inverse reasoning and say that that's a thing. And Finney's a little crazy, so
Yeah.
he goes up. He goes up over there, and he Finney's out. That will hit. That will not. Will that hit? Yeah, that will hit. Nice. All right, he scatters. You did take a chunk out of them.
Good.
So he scatters most of what's left. And then finally, the sluggish, the agile, but oddly sluggish swarm starts swarming on him. No, no, no! And he's hopping around, slapping at them.
God.
No, 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 no! Jumping from roasted and squished patch to roasted and squished patch. And as stingers rear up and try to get his ankles and his toes. But his halfling reflexes serve him well as he dances a merry little jig in there. A frantic little jig.
We just had to know, didn't we?
Okay, and Durgan, you're up.
Man, I really don't want to start throwing around leveled spells yet. I'm gonna try Sacred Flame again.
Okay. So you can just see enough as you shove your little dwarven head in
Need to
there.
make a DC save.
They do. Yeah, they do.
I mean, they need to fail a DC save.
Yeah, they need to fail.
Okay, the remnants of these centipedes, of these unnatural centipedes, are intent on stinging Finney, and your no longer white flame hits them because you're beginning to see that toxic greenish tinge in your flame as well. Oh no, it was Veins of Grey, I think, in yours actually. Yeah, Veins of Grey. But it does connect. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
Finito.
Thank goodness.
And then there was peace.
Hey, it finally worked.
I'm
I hate bugs.
Finney's.
All right.
Are you okay? What's going on? Oh, the smell. You don't like the
nasty.
smell.
This is all because you wanted to find some place to lay some stupid bones of people we don't even know or care about.
You just want to shove them in that hole and take off.
Seriously, can we just drop these in this empty crypt and move on? We need to get out of here. I don't even know why we're bothering with this. And she storms out of the crypt area, just to the hall, just out of the box that she's in.
Out of the box.
Out.
And, well, I must say, the diplomat has a point, and there is a certain appeal to just dumping all of these bones in Mommy Dearest's crypt, wouldn't you say?
Unless the curse is not complete.
Curse, really, what do we owe these people?
Nothing. Thank you. For once, we can agree.
But what if it'll help us get out of here? We don't know what's holding us in here.
Nothing's holding us other than we need to find the frickin' exit, and it's got to be one down here because we can't go back up there.
But if it's cursed,
I'm not saying we need to pry every single one of these things open, but I think we need to find a good place to make these people rest.
Well, what's your definition of a good place? What are we looking for? This is an open box.
We've looked at exactly one door, and I wasn't intent on opening it in the first place.
Art.
Y'all go
Can
ahead.
I call you Art? He smiles winsomely at you.
roll my eyes and don't answer and just look at him waiting.
Okay. He says, I don't know, you kind of make a good point. I mean, if this is the mom's crypt, then the dad and, I don't know. I mean, what do you think, Durgan? The nursemaid, it wasn't her fault, right? What happened?
I wouldn't think so, no. Generally, the nursemaids aren't the one that hold the power in the family.
You hear Morgathy sigh as he looks. Well, this next lovely little stop over here, and he's sashayed over to the facing tomb. He says, no surprise, this is Father of the Year over here, Gustav's crypt. So it's not these two.
Aye.
So what? There are two more most likely at the back of this hall.
I would think so.
All right.
So the father is buried here.
Yeah, or could be just as much as his blushing bride was buried there. She's probably up, and if I had to, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to lay wages, I'd say both of them are probably wandering around this place somewhere.
You think that was open from the inside?
Yeah, potentially. I'm not gonna stick my beak in there to find out.
Did we actually verify that it was empty?
Through all of that,
No, it's full of centipedes.
yeah,
Still full of centipedes?
I'll say or text you got a good enough look. It looked empty to you.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you like really want to search that, which you can do now because it's not contested.
Well, I tend to agree with Margathi. It would be on brand if they were actually up here crawling around after they were put in the tomb at one point.
I hate this place.
So what are we doing? We either need to move on or
Let's check the
at
last
least-
two and take a look.
Yeah, see what
Read-
names are on there.
Read the names. Let's
Yeah.
not open. No more books.
Two more.
I'm not
that's
saying
it.
we need to dig through every single one of them.
Just two. Two more, and then can we move on, please?
All right.
so as you hit this net, each of these seems to be paired. And I'm going to say you get back into the.
Father.
Does Gira get back in front?
It's like two
Yeah.
halves of a heart.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll just grab the rest of the group.
She's just into reading now. It's like, reading's good.
This one is. So this one has the stone slab that's leaning, and you see the name Walter Durst etched into the slab that should seal it, but it's not. And then the last one,
Curious. Okay.
the last one over here, is just blank.
Blink.
Yep.
Well, there we go.
Let's check that one. Yeah, let's do that one.
I'd say that this
Who
is.
is Walter?
I do not know.
Walter is a dad.
The bastard bundle.
Maybe that creepy baby who's in the blank one.
Aye.
The child.
Morgathi kind of nods.
Hey, go open it.
It's not open anymore now.
You were the one who got all the skill for it.
I'll open it.
Alright.
The blank one.
Okay.
I hold back. Yeah, I'll go do it this time. I don't
Do you
do it.
pass him the? Do you
Yeah,
pass
he can open
Durgan the
it.
crowbar? Okay. Make with advantage. Make a athletics check.
Let's check. Okay.
Yep.
Be strong.
Be strong.
You're strong too, but you don't quite have the leverage that she
Not
does.
Not that one. Oh, it's
Really not
I don't even know what
strong.
that is.
Okay,
It's like-
you're struggling.
like-
You see Oakenshield. Cleric Oakenshield is struggling.
This is the blank one
Yeah,
or the Walter one?
the blank one.
The
well,
blank
the
one?
Walter one's actually a jar.
Well, if everybody's for opening this one and she sees the struggle, she would be like, would you
Aye.
like some help?
Now you want to help? That's great.
You're so considerate. Okay.
She's like, fine.
You pop it open, and you see a blank stone slab. So there's not even there is not even a coffin in here. It's just the slab.
Is there any hint of magic?
Not that you can immediately see.
Does it look like a burial place? For, like where you'd set the coffin on top of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. It's
I mean,
been
we
the same.
didn't
track.
just like wander into like a ritual room or something.
No. This one just doesn't. This one just doesn't have a coffin.
Right.
Farron holds up her hand, and you see the words "random nurse" made appear on the stone. Look, it's perfect. Put the bones in there. Clearly, it was meant for her. There's nobody in here. I can't think of a better place to leave the people we don't even know what their names are.
You know, that's the best idea I've heard all day.
Thank you.
All right,
Look, we are learning to agree. This is so nice.
It's just wonderful, darling. Wonderful. And he takes and he hooks the the
just
bag of
undoes
bones
Wow, he is doing heavy lifting. That's
onto the
crazy.
slab.
Such
Things are
reverence.
changing today.
Well, it's exhausting, but
You want to dump your bones too?
don't tell anyone back at home, please.
Would the messenger even be buried?
You know what they say?
Surely
Don't
he
bury
would
the
not
messenger.
have a place here.
Is that how that goes?
That's the saying.
Gira, please. We have to get out of here.
You can keep watch outside in the little room.
I'll put him in here as well.
Okay.
Drop these bones.
All right, you put the bones down on top of the slab. Okay. And that's it. Do you say like a?
I do.
You give them a brief last ritual,
before you start talking, Gira's like picking up the thing to put it back.
The sun
and then you
has
start
to-
talking and she's just holding it. And you're like,
Good thing I'm so strong.
The sun has set once more.
Yeah, I mean,
Unfortunately, Justin, you probably want to have a proto-eulogy that you do.
Not
Like last rites, because...
a little bit, not like a.
I mean, like as a player, though, you probably want to have that written out.
Oh, I see.
Because this is not going to be the last time that you
Cool, great.
Just have it ready to go.
I don't know who's going to go down, but in the course of Curse of Strahd, somebody will. So
Well, I'll go first, and that'll show you.
Mm.
All right.
Oh,
first memorial
That'll show
service in
you.
Barovia.
I would then stand corrected. That is true, sir.
I don't like the
Never
way
had
this
you.
conversation
Okay.
is going.
All right, you turn back around, and you all get back to here. Then
Finally, let's go somewhere interesting.
you don't want more bugs.
I can burn more than centipedes today. That'd be great.
we're burning calories right now. We're walking around.
That is a good point. I'm liking you people more and more.
So you only have one current. I know you have the 2 sorcery points, but you currently only have 1 more spell slot. Yeah,
I have 2 more.
but mage armor. Mm-hmm. How many do you have?
I have my ability at 2nd level means that I can
Well, yeah.
basically have. So I have 3 spell slots
And then
a
you can
4th.
do that, right?
Technically, I can have 2 more.
So it's 2 points for 2 sorcery points for 1 first level, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So as y'all head down, and you do have mage armor on. Put that up. Yeah. Okay. As you get down here, again, you kind of
That means something.
Yeah.
kind of see. Well, you're right. There's not gonna be any violence. There's nothing untoward is gonna happen.
We're just having a lovely stroll in a basement of death.
I'm glad you finally understand, Melissa.
We're coming to comprehend the situation.
Casual
Now I'm just
walk.
amused by the fact that you're like gonna be giving us like realtor advice the whole time we're
The whole
down.
time.
And the resale value is
So-
very high.
Excellent stonework.
Ignore this water damage.
Bugs. There's no bug problem.
Cheap fix.
So you see the charge.
burn.
Don't worry, I
It
call
works.
exterminator.
You see the charred and decapitated and hacked up bodies of the ghouls stuffed around that intersection. Do you want to continue that way, or do you
Is that
want?
just a 90-degree turn, or is there?
No, there's
is that
actually
hallway
there's
continue?
actually two. There are actually 2 hallways. Pull it that way a bit, just a bit more left.
Oh, there is another direction.
Yeah,
And does that go down?
that's back up. That's back
That's
up.
back up to
This
the
is down.
left.
Yeah,
Straight ahead is down.
is down. Mm-hmm.
Down or left?
I say we finish what's up here before we go down there.
All right,
To the left.
to the left then.
To the left. To the left. Okay.
Ah, we are back here.
Oh, we don't want to get copyright struck. Never mind.
Hand over. You're singing is so
I sound
beautiful.
just like Beyonce.
Exactly,
So
yes.
we're gonna get a strike. We better watch it.
All right. You go left. There's a little. Go down. There's a little zig.
Yeah, and she kind of stands in this intersection for a second and go, eh. All right. And then there's 2 options at that intersection too. Because there's the way that we came.
So there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she's there.
So you could go down. You could head what is south this way because this is north. You can head south, or you can head east that way. Which way do you want to go?
And do we hear the chanting again?
Actually, as soon as you
Because this was the intersection.
as soon as you
got
as soon as you
louder
hit
again.
as soon as you hit basically that space which sprung it, you hear much louder again. Samma samma teal samma.
Yes, we hear you. She's gonna turn to Finny, who's probably right behind
Yeah,
her.
he's right. He's right next to you.
Finny, do you want to check for more problems?
Oh yeah, I guess I could, huh? Okay. All right. Y'all don't go anywhere.
Does he have a light source?
I'll put my dancing lights back up. They were
Okay.
extinguished, right? Because I would have broken concentration.
No.
Have to.
No, you can hold concentration.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's an instant spell.
Okay.
So, Finny says, Farron,
And you were next too, right? Or was that Durgan? So you could have line of sight down both hallways.
Farron, back the lights. Back the lights a little bit. Just enough for me to see. I don't have to see details. I'm just gonna look for people or things.
Okay. She'll try and be mindful
Remote
of
tricks or
exactly how far the light is extending.
Yeah, like dim.
Not too far, like barely past Finny.
Okay. He crouches down, slows down, and probably, actually, with at least with your passive perceptions, none of you can hear him. I mean, he's just a ghost across the earth.
What is the passive perception?
Another ghost.
It's just perception?
When you're not actively trying to look or
Oh, I
hear.
see.
Yeah,
It's
there at the
16.
bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically that's quite good. And basically it's if somebody's sneaking up on you and you're not like actively looking for someone, you're just chilling, then that's what they roll against to see if they can get you. And his little face, he crouches very, way, way low. He's like almost on his belly, not quite, but way underneath what the adult eye line of a human would be. And then just gets one eye out there and looks around. And then slowly comes back to you, and he says, It's kind of grody. There's skeletons hanging up, and there's some kind of like, I don't know, like weird statue over there, and I couldn't see too much detail.
Did he go south or east?
Oh, he went here to the big room.
Okay.
Yeah.
He went east.
Yeah. He said, there's a pretty big room. Do you want me to check the other one?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's know what's both directions.
So he repeats it, and he comes back. Actually, this one you can see. Do this without.
You got this.
Hold it straight.
Revealing.
Hold it straight toward you, baby. There you go. Okay. There you go. So, he says.
A little bit of our production magic.
It turns. He says, it turns and then turns again, but it looks like there's some kind of, I don't know, like eating place or something like that.
Not another one.
Yeah.
People in their eating places.
I don't,
They hungry.
so he comes back. I don't know, I didn't see anybody, but I saw a bunch of skeletons, and if the skeletons can walk around here, I don't know if I want to go there. I mean, if you want to, we can. I'm not afraid, but just, try to have common sense, even though that's not really what halflings are known for. You want me to go farther?
So he went and checked around the corner and saw the same space? Or
Apparently
more
not.
skeletons?
Apparently there's a wall in between there somewhere.
Okay.
Say what, I'll move forward a little. While you keep scouting ahead.
Which direction?
Yeah, which direction?
South or east? So toward Melissa or down the table?
Skeletons in big room with statue or skeletons in other room? Choose your skeletons. Choose wisely.
Let's move towards the big other room.
I want to know about that statue.
Okay.
Alright, she'll start heading east.
Yeah. So in force, you go into this larger room.
And she's got her shield and her...
You are ready.
We sent it out.
It is revealed.
It is revealed, essentially. You guys don't know about the bed yet, but I trust you not to metagame. Okay.
But there's that bed in there.
But there's the bed. It's really important.
Remember that?
It's really important.
You know what's going on in that bed.
This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains... It's not south, that'd be east. And the east wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him.
Oh, shit.
In his right, so the wolf motif continues, in his right hand he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits, so you see... Finny will tell you that it looks like the rooms wrap around.
Door?
Yeah, because he turned this corner, so he could have seen that door, barely, or at least kind of guessed at it. Chanting can be heard. Chanting. Now you say west, and to remind our faraway friends, they have everything. Yeah, so that should be south. So you're in here, and the chanting is coming from over here, and Finney kind of makes a face, and he says, "That's not right. That I would have heard it when I was over there. Someone's playing tricks on us." Samma, samma, tio, samma. Because it sounded like this is where it should have been coming from earlier, and now like the source of the sound is shifted.
Now that we're in there, it sounds like it's coming
It sounds like
from
it shifted.
somewhere
Yep.
No, that's nothing
This house
surprising about
is
that.
tricksy.
What if it's trying to lead us away from what's the place that it's at? As if it's purposely meant to like be spellbound to keep us away from where it's supposed to be.
If that is the case, then we're in the right place.
Since you're raising that, make an Arcana check, or Nature, whichever is better for you. And if they're the same, it's cool.
Nature and Arcana, yeah, they're the same.
Okay.
14, so 16.
Okay. You recall Artexia tales from a much rougher era in your homeworld before her wisdom sorted, who's the demigoddess racial leader of the elves, who's been large and in charge for 40,000 years. But before she came along, there were tales of creatures known as will-o'-the-wisps, and they would appear in bogs and swamps and other dangerous places, and they would pretend to guide travelers through, and it was fine until it wasn't, and then they'd lead you right over a sinkhole, or they'd lead you right into some quicksand, just like that. And with the way that this is going on, because remember, you were also the person who was up when the whole click-clack situation happened, you're like, okay, you're starting to see some sort of pattern going on here, that this noise may be leading you into different areas of danger.
Yes.
Deliberately.
Yes.
So you're looking around this room, and the skeletons are potentially bad. These are the little shackles they're hanging from, by the way. You can't tell from my fabulous art skills.
It was clear.
It was clear as mud.
I understood it.
So the skeletons are there. Obviously, the statue could be trapped, enchanted, whatever, etc. But you would be surprised if this room didn't hold some kind of danger for you, potentially.
I'm feeling like we shouldn't enter. Although the chanting is coming from somewhere else now, right? So potentially it could be trying to lead us to the other place, and we are in the right place right now.
Do you relay to them your knowledge of the will-o'-the-wisps?
Yes,
Okay.
so I'm looking
So she
around
tells
to
them.
you guys. At this point, we're in this together, and me holding in my information is not going to get us anywhere.
It's not going to help you, yeah.
So, yes, I'm relaying it to them. I go ahead and take a step in to the room.
What's the thing on that end again?
This is the statue. The carved statue that has in its right hand a smoky gray crystal orb, and then left hand is
skinny guy.
a head of a wolf.
Finney, you're confident there's no traps in this room?
Is it holding, like, is it
I wouldn't go
holding
that
wolf?
far.
Is it holding wolf like this, or is it like by the hair?
No, the hand, pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf.
Resting on the head of a wolf.
Yeah. So
the wolf is complete. It's not just the wolf head.
I'm imagining like a stand, because it does say that stands next head of a wolf that stands next to him. No, so I guess it is complete wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just very different imagery there. Whether it's like
The head, right?
right,
Yeah,
right.
holding up the
Okay.
victor or something.
No,
Sure.
that's a good
No. The wolf, Justin, looks more like a powerful dog would in real life. I mean, that's kind of it's very much submitted to him.
right. Okay, but it's still some sort of like companionable
Yeah.
look. It's not a.
It's his buddy.
Artexia, make another
You do a pet on
make
him.
another roll for me.
All right.
Gira is gonna take a look at the skeletons. change on the
18
wall.
for
Oh
what?
shit. Okay.
Is that 20?
That is a neat die.
We're doing the one who's pretty.
I was debating between a couple different ones, but do you remember way back when in the
Of course I do have ancestors.
first session? Yeah, the first session when you touched the stone stairway, the marble stairway, and you felt that, and then later on in another session, I told you that if you were ever in the presence of the person who wrote the letter, you're looking at that statue and a chill runs up your back. And even though the statue has flaws, like the craftsmanship isn't perfect or anything, you have a sinking feeling that you are looking at the Dreadlord, the image of the Dreadlord of this domain, Strahd von Zarevich.
Okay.
No me gusta.
Y'all,
And you have a bad feeling he might be looking back at you.
I don't feel like we're alone here anymore. Not that I've felt alone entirely, y'all, but that's I think that's the guy. This is the man who is in the reason all this chanting is happening.
The one who wrote the letter?
Morgathi turns to a blank page and he starts furiously kind
the
of
books.
sketching out the statue and trying to capture the face.
One from the books, you mean?
Yes. Morgathi, why are you sketching it?
In case we run across his likeness. Most of these bastards they have massive egos. They'll probably be on coins, on statues, these sorts of things. I want to know who to avoid.
I'll pull out the scroll,
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna... Can I reread it to the group?
sure.
Just to refresh everyone's memory about what this guy had to say and who we might be dealing with.
To my most pathetic servant.
Yeah, to my,
Because
my,
it
most,
starts.
my most pathetic. Yes, indeed.
Did Morgathi
like,
write this?
They would probably get along quite
I was
well.
From the same cloth.
I was a bad GM, and I never read. So this might be slightly different from my first one, but I would, if I had the physical one, Caitlin, I would just hand it to you. But there's one little
Gotta make a
difference in
little
here.
alteration.
Yeah, that's okay though. Because I think I added a couple ones. All right. My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your squalid dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortunes spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a bastard son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd von Zarovich.
At least this Lord Strahd has standards.
Morgathi says.
Interesting to see some of the shit he talked about in that little scroll, because I think we've seen the dungeons and the, altar where we're...
When you say
Eating
that,
people
Gira looks around. There's no altar in here, is there? Or is it just a statue?
This might not be the
Just a
room,
statue.
but I think
don't
we're
think
definitely in the
we've-
right
It's
place.
the space, right?
I don't think we found all of it.
I don't want. I'm not saying we
There's
found
no
all of it.
altar.
I don't want to follow all of it. I don't
No,
wanna
you're
find
onto something, though. The fact that he's fixating on parentage and birth. Much of the nobility is obsessed with bloodlines and pedigree and that sort of thing.
We haven't seen anything that would give us an idea who the mother was of the bastard child, right?
Not unless you as players have come to that, but nothing concrete. No.
Well, it's probably the maid woman that was killed.
A nursemaid.
Yeah, that's probably why.
She did have a bosom.
She did have a bosom, and she did have 24 stab marks down there. So yes, I suppose someone's found her rather tiresome.
Maybe he'll take it
That way
easy
to
on
go.
us since we laid his mistress to rest so nicely.
I think I might be glad that we didn't bury her in the wife's tomb.
Yeah,
That's
that
so
probably
true.
would have
Oh my
caused some
God.
real shit right
That
there.
was
We would have been starting new drama.
You hear Finny say, "Finny's curious."
I'm gonna walk in
finish-
further into the room too.
Don't touch Finny.
He stops mid
Hey, lad, if you like your hands, just keep them where they are.
mid grab. Okay, you're inside of y'all are.
What was he about to reach for?
He wanted to go to the door and open the door
Why would we go through the door?
because
We
I
can
think
just walk around the hallway. Why is there a door here?
because they didn't get to open it last time.
I don't know where that door goes.
You know, Gira.
Last time we opened the door, there were bugs.
Doors are to be open, and that that was a coffin. It doesn't count.
Not all doors should be opened.
I want to look around at the people that are shackled in here or whatever and see if there's like, I sort of assume.
Same, that's what I was about to do, yeah.
Kind of, I don't know. I can make some assumptions about what this room is being used for, but I'd like to investigate a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, Gary was interested in that
2
as
gold
well.
pieces bet that it's a torture room.
Okay.
That's
So-
a good question. Were these bodies tortured?
So are you going to concentrate on the bodies? Is anyone going to look at the statue? Or are you going to look for secret doors? Like, how
I'm
do you want
looking
to
at the
investigate?
statue. They're all over here with these skeletons.
Okay.
I'm really curious about the statue. I'm not touching it, but I'm looking it over.
Yeah, I want to check the
I'm not
skeletons.
touching
I
you.
sort of want to figure out who these people might have been. I mean, we're not going to know specifics, but
Okay.
Yeah, Gary's interested in that.
I mean, are they all wearing robes of some sort, or are they just kind of in general detritus? Is it kind of
The first...
I mean, I assume they're not. Assume they don't.
What do
shoot at
you-
their own fanatics? But
you don't know that yet, though. All right, Justin, make a medicine check on the skeletons. Gira, what were you looking at?
The skeletons.
Skeletons as well. Okay,
Kind
medicine.
of their state, what kind of wounds they had.
Kind of see if you had a similar thing. Okay, medicine
much.
check
Yeah, she also was going to
being
check for
120.
bite marks since they found body parts in another room.
that were gnawed on
These
and whatnot.
skeletons missing body parts.
That's more than reasonable. Artexia, what are you going to be looking at?
I'm feeling compelled by the statue still, almost like in a daze, kind of having thoughts and memories come back from my ancestors about this guy, and I'm just starting to get anxious. I'm just staring at it.
Okay.
I glance around at everyone, but ultimately, I'm still fixated.
You're staring at it. Okay, fair enough.
I'm near her, then I want to
Yeah.
investigate the statue as much as possible.
Okay. At any point, are you gonna try anything on it? Do you want to try to move any part of it, or is it all gonna be? Durgan, I want to see her over.
Gira's also going to be telling Finny, come help me look at these people.
I'm not touching.
She's going
the
to try to get
statue.
him away from
I'm
her.
not touching you.
I'll touch the wolf. I
You
want
touch the wolf.
to. I want. For one, I want to.
Careful, it's gonna go Mulgrim
I
on
want
you.
to pet it. See if the fur is real. See if it's really real. You know what I mean? But also.
That thing is gonna go
Is the
Mulgrim and just
wolf
be
also
like,
a statue?
Right. Yes. I want to see if it's mummified or if it's a statue or if it's real.
you don't have to touch it to know that, right?
You feel the grain. You feel the grain of wood under of like very well stained wood. The wolf is actually done better than. Ironically enough, the wolf is actually done better than the main statue.
Okay.
So it's probably two different artists, or maybe it was lifted from somewhere else. You don't know. But you're doing that. The crystal orb glistens a bit, and why don't both Artexia and Farron make investigation checks over there at Lay Statue?
Oh, hell yeah. This one.
So everybody everybody know what your rolls are, and I'll go around real quick.
You said what was the one?
Investigation. Okay, so Justin, what did you get?
I got a 6.
Oh, yay. Okay.
I got a rock.
They're bones.
We know.
Hey, they look like bones.
About
Wow, thanks.
What's Morgathi looking at?
Morgathi's.
He's kind of a bone expert.
I wanted to draw his attention though to this orb and see if maybe he was willing to figure out if it was magic.
Morgathi is looking at his own hide right now, and he has his back pressed up against the wall, looking a little wild right now. Just watching, he's expecting getting jumped at any second. That's kind of his air. And like there are a couple times where he's like, or when Durgan like is moving somewhere. And just kind of shrugs. That's kind of shrugs helplessly.
Do I see him?
What's your passive perception? Yeah, you probably do.
Yeah.
You probably do.
Well,
I see it.
I figure they're chained.
Until they start flying around or something. No, you're probably right. This entire.
Do you make any more of these?
That's a wild assumption of you.
Not compared to what we've seen already.
You seem to be good at
They're
this kind
going
of
to
thing.
move.
I know.
Let's look at them now.
Gara, what did you get? What did you get for your medicine check?
Oh, yeah, you didn't tell me to roll anything.
I'm sorry, dear. I thought I did.
can roll that. That's an 12.
Yeah, high enough. About the only consistent thing about them is they do all seem human, which is different. Because remember, the bones in the main room were kind of a
Yeah, there were
mishmash
halflings
of crap.
and-
And there is a mix of men and women. and but you
missing chunks, legs, arms,
you know
hands.
you do see the odd
Torture.
finger and some that's high enough that if you're kind of taking your time and looking, you're seeing. But this is like more. They weren't just devoured. This is more intentional, probably prolonged. But more than that, you can't tell because they're like you see like somebody was drilling a hole in the forehead.
What are you looking at? This is
One of the skeletons.
Bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the skeletons.
Yeah,
This is torture.
but these are small. These are like small malicious things. It's not like they just hacked a leg off or something,
Okay.
But still devastating, of course.
Yeah.
And then Farron, remind me.
I'm investigating the statue.
And what did you get?
I rolled a 23.
Oh wow, okay. And Artexia, what did you get?
11.
11. Okay, so you're mainly just trancing out right now
Yeah.
at the statue, and you do look at the wolf. So with that 23, the eyes of the statue are painted on in such a way that they seem to follow you wherever they go, and they're recessed. There's not too much more to say, although there's something about the way that the shadows, this very subtle, and as you look, it almost looks like as your light touches it, the shadows ripple a bit, just quivering a little around the statue.
Quivering shadows. Love that for me. I want to try to persuade Morgathi to come look at this orb and figure out if there's anything going on with it.
Okay, what do you tell him?
I'm going to use message, actually, and just
Okay.
make it, like, kind of startle him by whispering right in his ear. Be like, hey, guess what? If you want to live, you might want to check out this orb and make sure it's not going to cast some kind of nasty spell on us and kill us all instantly.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, shit.
And you happen to have the most irritating cantrip in the entire known world.
Just for you, baby.
So he kind of drags himself over there. All right, what awful service are you going to put me to now?
Well, this orb is creeping me out, and I'm worried it could be more than just statue. There could be something to it. It's freaky.
Are we going to sit here for the 10 plus minutes it's going to me to take to do this without expending any of my energies?
We got things to look at, right?
It would be worth it.
Morgathi, do you not see us doing a million things here? It's taken longer for you to actually do it, sitting here complaining about it, than it would to just do it.
I, my lady, am the voice, the clarion call of reason. And
Are we in the world that you have whatever such title? I don't think so. I think we're somewhere else now.
The longer you talk, the longer it takes for
the
us.
same can be said of even the most ancient elven nobility.
Lordy.
So he says, very well. Very well. No sweet nothings in my ear. And he comes
She
back.
blows him a little kiss.
He comes back over here. Oh, okay, and that's right. You would grab Finny.
He's
I
turning
won't
to his
move
eyes.
them all the time, but I just
hand your
Yeah,
character
that's
sheet
fine.
over, so
Okay.
that's a good start.
I haven't
Finny,
got-
I'm picturing Finny like orbiting around you,
Right.
like a satellite.
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
just
just whatever
doing
you're
more
doing is
little
just
things.
Yeah.
just crawling around. He does it
Swinging
when
from some empty chains.
I'll climb on her back just to stand up here and like look over and get a higher vantage point sometimes.
I love that. I was actually going the opposite direction, but that's funnier than what I was going to have him like poking. Yeah. So there.
It's like doing the little monkey.
So there's an empty. He's like, sorry, coming through.
Hey, it looks like they could have tied people up here too.
Careful. And he's like, Kira, over there. There are four of them in a row over there.
Oh my god.
So
And then we'll go look at those.
yeah, so you see Morgathi tracing out the elven symbols of the different cardinal directions around him, and he begins enchanting
or he begins invoking an enchantment to gradually gather his energies to essentially cast this as a ritual. Okay. Time passes. That's pretty much. I mean, unless y'all do something, he
Kira would probably go
completes his
over
ritual.
to Durgan at some point or near, because she sees him investigating the skeletons. So she'll share what she.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once Gira points it out, you can see these gruesome little telltale marks of somebody drilled or somebody. Like you look closely at a hand, and you can see where the phalanges were broken repeatedly.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
They're really nice around here.
Not the phalanges.
Not the. Come on.
I bet the fingernails are ripped up first, too.
What about the metatarsals?
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
So are we about to take a rest right now, or
that's not
no?
long enough.
Right.
It's just like a 10-minute thing.
Okay. So this is taking a lot out of me. Y'all are looking around. There's not much. I'm going to lean against the wall and just kind of zone out for a second to like regather myself because I feel drained looking at this statue.
Okay.
But I'm like half zoned, right? I'm still paying attention. But I'm just gonna let them. I'm not gonna let them know really. I'm just kind of. I'm listening. Type of thing.
You're just resting your eyes. Okay.
Do you think they were somehow using them as some sort of a ritual, or was it just
My eye pops open.
out of some sort of?
No.
And finally,
Depends on what the rituals are.
you hear him finish.
Perhaps.
Sententia. All right. He's still cross-legged and he's looking over there.
Why would they be standing here? Whoever this guy is.
Oh, sorry.
Do we know his name is Strahd?
Yeah, you do.
He said it's.
Yeah, actually, you got the letter and then you got the encyclopedia.
Yeah, because that's enough information to kind of
We put two and two
figure
together.
out
at this
that
point.
they're worshiping
Assuming-
him.
Assuming that's say Strahd. Do you think? Trying to figure out why these people were chained here and staring at him,
I'm gonna say that's a yes, even though it's
tortured the way they were.
People
questionable.
like this are sometimes forced others to believe in what they believe.
Yeah, maybe they
Of
were.
course, there's cruelty in the world, but it just makes me think that a place like this, that somehow they were being used for more than just, I don't know, torture.
My
Maybe
lady,
not.
don't panic or act worried or anything, but why don't you just take a step back from the statue? Or 3. Like, now.
He
Okay.
says, and I like step back away while still looking at it. And I'm like,
Farron,
Got it.
same to you. You take...
I'm going
you
back.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
You step back.
I'll turn around at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
walk all the way to Durgan,
Face the other
basically.
way.
I walk
Everybody
right over
pay
next to
attention,
Durgan.
but
Let's
back further.
start the process of leaving this room. Oh, good, we get to... Not that way.
Oh, let's go the way we came. The way we came.
No.
Let's go, chickadees.
Go,
All right.
go, go, go,
all
go.
right.
Good
and-
enough for me.
All right, you go out.
Shit, what was that?
So then I like feel lighter.
Yeah, we'll go back to that four-way
She looks at you
intersection.
kinda
there's
wild-eyed.
there's enough room for everybody to kind of like
That was manufactured shadow. Some sort of curse or alchemy or something. It was around that statue. It's a damn good thing I touched it.
I had a bad feeling about that orb. Some kind of curse of Strahd.
I don't
is it the power that is
see. I don't see
Cursing
you.
Do you remember that
house.
broom?
Yeah.
Anything that we touch, anything that we even get within proximity of. I'm surprised we haven't blundered into more of these things, frankly.
Do you think it would have been animated if we touched it, or something worse?
No, their shadows would have come at us, I'm certain of it. I could see they're derived from some sort of conjuration magic. It's nothing I've seen before, but there's a certain, without going into a damn dissertation, each of the 8 colleges, each of the 8 types of magic, they all have very distinctive signatures. And you can tell, and it doesn't matter how sophisticated or how crude, they all start the same. It's like the alphabet or something, if you want to think of it that way. So I was looking at conjuration magic. It's twisted, though. It's brilliant. It's lasted for... Gaia only knows how long. But and probably will sit there until the end of time if nobody sets it off. Any road. We need to move on.
Right.
Is there a way to kill it?
Probably. The thing is that anything that's going to have enough substance to kill us, we're probably going to have enough substance to kill it. If you want to pick a fight with it, I suppose I'm game, but I don't know.
Would you consider it to be much more than a trap?
No, it's like that animated armor that was up there. I mean, it's set to kill whoever comes down here.
Right.
Let's just say
So I
we
don't think-
escaped
Let's
it and
just
move
go.
on.
I don't think
We
it
can move
has.
on.
I don't think it has anything to offer us other than pain.
Right.
For what it's worth, I didn't see any magic on that crystal or around the walls or anything. I think it's just pretty.
Interesting.
And now that you guys are back into that kind of four-way hallway, you hear the swell of Samma Samma Tio
Leads
Samma.
us again.
Okay. The chanting coming from here.
Let's check down that hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finney said there was a table in there and more skeletons.
Hey.
Okay.
No orbs.
And I look at Finny.
Yeah.
You know you shouldn't be touching anything, all right? That's the takeaway here.
Durgan, that's not my takeaway usually.
Usually it's fine.
I touch Gira all the time. Sometimes I even climb on Gira and it's only good things.
Yeah. Gira's not going to take your soul if you touch her.
This is true.
Could I turn into a spider and go around the corner and investigate before we all head in there unknowingly?
Finny looks at you. I mean, that's not a bad idea. There's spiders everywhere.
How would they know?
If that's what you want to do.
Without another word, I go, not as fucking freaking.
And you're just this tiny little spider. Okay.
Up the wall to go in.
Can't you get? How small can you get?
It's very small.
Pretty damn small. Pretty damn small.
SMOL.
Quote unquote tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny
Yep.
beast.
Yep. Tiny beast.
It's a little big spider. It's like a tarantula.
Stealth
Plus 4.
Yeah.
It's probably not a spider. It's probably like a spider.
Go ahead, but you can crawl up, but you can go on the ceiling and
dungeon.
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, I went up the wall
Yeah.
to the ceiling. That's
Yeah.
where I'm going, yeah.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, my dear, as you go down into this area.
19 plus 3 plus
pretty
4.
good.
So
She
That's
ain't
pretty
it's
good.
about as stealthy as one can be.
Spider art. Spider.
Sorry.
Okay, so you see there's a table in the middle of that room, just like Finny said. There's also a chandelier that's suspended above the table. And you see 2 high-backed chairs. And these are much nicer than the ones that you had seen in the common room to eat. There's even a bit of like moldy velvet that still is clinging to them. There's an empty clay jug and 2 clay flagons atop it. There are also iron candlesticks that are in 2 corners, but of course their candles have long since melted away.
I drop into a human and fall in. Hey, it's all good. Come on in.
And I'll give you one more.
You can.
One more.
Wild shape usually lasts an hour, or if you just end it.
That's true. You can stay a spider longer. Do you want to continue on into this area?
Yes.
Okay. I'll still let you keep that roll because that was a really high roll. You get in there. You see this a large wood frame bed.
You could probably talk to her while she's like that, yeah?
There's a rotted feather mattress, a wardrobe containing haven't opened it yet, so you don't know. A pair of iron candlesticks, and there's also an open crate that looks like it has quite a few torches stuffed into there. And there's also a leather sack that's inside of that same crate. At the foot of the bed, there's also a wooden footlocker.
Is there a keyhole on that wooden footlocker that I could crawl through?
Ooh.
I
think so.
Small enough?
Because it specifically says unlocked. I think you fold your body. This is just a spider, right? That's all it says?
It's just one spider, yeah. Tiny beast on a line.
Well, remember that the sizes, Justin, are only up to. So the centipedes are considered quote unquote tiny as well. So I think you fold your legs and you stick your little beady-eyed head into there, and you crawl in.
We keep.
Now I'm stuck.
Do they have any sort of dark vision or any sort of?
Let's see. Yeah, dark vision, 30 feet.
Okay. Wow. All right.
She can see that quick.
You're rocking. Okay. There are now you're getting it from the spider's eye view, of course, or eyes view, I guess I should say.
Confusing.
But you see quite a few items that have been carefully folded and stuffed into this, including some kind of elaborate cloak. There's some sort of coffer in there. Some armor. There's some potions in here. I mean, there's a whole bunch of crap in here.
Let us know when it's safe to come in after you.
It's never going to be safe. I'm in here alone. I'm good. I just found treasure. I'm good.
And with your little,
Let's go.
as your little spider legs kind of wave back.
I like how you've got like one because you're not talking.
One
right?
leg.
Well, there's one leg over. Yeah. Okay, so do you?
I'm not going to be a spider anymore.
But you're not going to drop it while you're inside.
Wait until you're out of
while
the
you're in the
footlocker.
chest, right?
Why?
Because you're gonna.
Can I just like pop it
You
open?
can, yeah.
I want to do that.
Don't hurt
Okay.
yourself.
All right.
Swings open.
She smushes and breaks everything.
At the sound of
The,
the loud clatter,
crack!
you move more quickly into the.
You run. No, absolutely. You run into the space, and you hear as they run in, and you burst out. And we will have to pause and see what that is at the other end.
Oh, man.
At the other end of intermission, as figures begin to burst from the walls.
Oh, shit. What did I do?
What did you do?
These damn spiders.
These damn
All that
spiders.
stealth for nothing.
You're like, I was so sneaky right now. Got like a 27 stealth.
And then no, I want to do this.
It's fine. It happens.
I love it.
All right, faraway friends, we're going to go on a brief intermission for your viewing pleasure, and we will be back in a few minutes. Thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see you on the back end of this.
Eldritch Foundry is evolving. Bringing you a virtual army of miniatures like never before in full tabletop-ready color. Paint your miniatures in our upgraded creation tool, then bring them to life in stunning one-to-one detail as 3D printed miniature masterpieces. With complete control over your digital color scheme, you can point and click for simple color fills or go all in on highlights, shading, brush techniques, and more. Create epic heroes and madness-touched monsters that are truly yours. Miniatures are 3D printed in perfect color detail using a new PolyJet 3D printing process, giving you unique, bespoke models ready to delve into any dungeon as part of your next campaign. Everything from one-off player characters to dungeon mobs and boss-level monsters that will make every player in your group jealous. But that's not all. You can take things fully digital and export into leading VTT platforms such as Tailspire and Roll20 to take your games and your custom miniatures wherever you want. Join the adventure of a lifetime. Back our campaign today to help us bring this stunning revolution in custom miniature design to reality. With Eldritch Foundry, full-color 3D design and printing.
Greetings, weary travelers, and welcome to Constructed Chaos, a channel dedicated to all things D&D, including live play streams and podcasts, 3D printing, painting, crafting, homebrew content, and guides for players and dungeon masters alike. Join our Discord for even more special benefits, announcements, and free downloadable content. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
And we're back. Faraway friends, thank you for rejoining us. Because of real life time constraints, this will be a quick one, but we'll see what we can do. A quick back half, but we'll see what we can do. All right, when last we left our heroes, we had a little something going on. And it looks like, go up here. So, I'm just gonna put this on. These X's are the candles, or the candlesticks we're at. And these lovely folk erupt, and it looks like they were entombed and they're crawling out of some sort of like maybe chest height final resting places. Then we've got one coming out of here, and we've got one coming out of.
So where are we?
Here.
We're still over in the hallway, I think.
Nope. You
No,
guys
we
are
were
running
in.
No, you're
guys were
in.
running in?
I said
she
we were
burst.
going in there.
Okay, running
She
in.
burst out.
Or at least I was going.
We were ready to run in anyway.
We were very ready.
Ready.
Boop. It's
Are you ready?
It's easy to put Finny.
Yes, I am.
It's easy to put Finny in there because Finny will always just be attached to Gira. You know, this makes about sense. Okay. Give me some Finitiative, please. Roll for Finitiative.
Me too?
Yes.
Finny rolled a 10 plus whatever he gets.
I'm on 18.
Gira got a 17 total.
Natural 20! Yay, finally!
Good, you can get your ass out of there.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm at a 13.
That's a really nice die, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Use the blue one and the green
One of
one.
those liquid corn. It's got like glitter.
You've seen it like literally around side of it.
Thank you. Sorry, I forget I'm on camera and I can't be doing this fucking weird. faces that I'm doing.
You
God,
can do every face you want.
What do you mean?
No, do everything.
We're
no,
all geeking
no,
out
no.
over your dice.
Yeah, no, do it. So,
we're
Artexia,
legitimate.
you are moving.
I have an image to uphold.
You are moving with alacrity at 23. Who is the next after her?
Gira got a 17.
I had 18.
17, 18, Durgan. Okay, actually, I might have written this the correct way. Giro 17, Farron
13.
13. Yeah, actually, I did write it down. Okay. And Finney said roll 10.
10,
so
rolled
he
10,
is
so
right there.
plus what
14. Yeah,
14.
What does he get up as a plus?
plus 4.
4.
Yeah, plus 4.
Needs to be a row.
Yeah, he's got like a 19 dex.
I'll just write
So,
it down
yep.
so I can help you with math.
Alrighty. Artexia, they burst out, and you see they're clawing up, but they haven't had a chance to fully get out of their nasty little spaces. And what do?
These are what again?
These are some sort of you haven't seen them fully yet, but these are some sort of god-awful looking, long-limbed, grotesque-tongued creatures.
Cool.
As soon as you can see them fully, I'll pass
Nice.
the picture around.
Okay, so immediately I use my last time to turn into a wolf.
Okay.
Yep.
This time
From spider to wolf.
you
Either wolf.
when you flare out, you feel your body expanding greatly. And the footlocker, the side of the footlocker shatters out to accommodate you.
Shit.
And you...
You're just breaking
The
things.
footlocker is no more. It's been
Got all excited about what was in there. Now you're just crushing it, breaking it.
I'm scared.
Now breaking the box. Hello.
hello. Oh my god, you're a bear.
Oh my
And-
lord.
Boy.
You're actually a dire wolf, but that's the closest that I have. So you are a huge wolf now.
Okay.
More the size of like think like a small Volkswagen.
All right. That.
What a comparison.
You crush. Your head is oversized.
Holy shit.
You have saliva that immediately goes through your jaws, and
the wolves from Twilight.
all you. I mean, kind of.
Those are really
yeah.
dire wolf size.
Yeah, those are kind of
Yeah.
It's a good visual comparison.
And that's your bonus action. So what do you do, baby?
I
You have the stats. You have the stats
an
for
attack, right? I attack. I do a.
You are
you
not a
absolutely
normal
can.
wolf. You are a dire wolf.
Oh, so no normal. Okay.
You have
That's the next
stat-
one.
You should have the stats for the dire wolf. Yeah.
I do. It's right. Do I?
Yeah.
Blood, that's brown bear,
to you.
lion, killer whale. Direwolf, where art thou?
Killer whale. Is it optional?
No, I
know
don't. I
when
don't
you might
have
need
it.
to be a
No,
bear or a
it's just regular wolf.
Okay.
I have.
Unless she's only turning into a regular wolf.
No. She would be diring out right now. So you,
It's close. I think it's con is.
not surprisingly, you have a bite. And why don't you jot down? It's right here.
Yeah, just right below, right? Dire.
Yeah.
Actually,
Dire version.
Hold on to it. Got it. Okay.
So your armor class is
Yeah.
one more. So
You don't have to write all of that down right now. Just you're gonna attack, and then you can write it down while they're going through their turns.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one of these creatures do you want to turn on? The one that's right next to you now.
Yeah.
Okay. So you turn the bed. The bed groans and splinters.
You're good, right there.
Taking that apart, and go ahead and roll to hit. Think you get a +5?
Yes.
Am I remembering that correctly?
This far. +5 for the hit, or plus.
For the bite. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, go for it. Uh-oh.
It's also
Two.
2d6 plus 3.
If she hits, but okay. What
yeah.
was your roll?
Wait. Oh, okay. So
Sorry, I
2
confused.
plus 5 plus what's the other thing?
That, since you're fighting as the direwolf, that's
That's
it.
just
Yeah,
that.
+5.
Oh,
okay.
fuck.
So you snap at it, but your jaws close on empty air.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. All right.
Okay. Next, Durgan, you're next, and Gira, you're on deck. Durgan, what are you doing?
I don't even know what I can see in there.
You hear screaming, you hear shrieking rather from these unholy shrieking from these creatures. You hear the splintering of wood multiple times as the now direwolfed out Artexia thrashes around and fights for her existence.
Can I actually see what's actually attacking?
You cannot yet, but you can. If you squeeze, it's 10, 25. You can get here.
Okay.
Or you can do 10, chill here, and then do something else. Do you want to share Finney's spot for a second?
Well, I know the melee character's going to need to get up in melee, so I don't want to take up their space. I am going to probably try to do I guess I'm going to do a bless.
Bless, okay.
Yup.
What do you say?
1 second.
I need to have my damn concentration ratings. No, not grappled. That's Titus's favorite. That's the other thing. It's 3 or 4?
Oh, people?
Yeah. At first level. Do you want me to look it up?
I have it in front of me. I'm just seeing 3 creatures.
3? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Damn Randy for upcasting it. Okay. Who do you call the Morning Lord's favor down upon?
I am going to put it onto Artexia, onto Giro,
And the necklace.
and to
It's so pretty.
probably Finny.
Okay. That doesn't even fit around. That just drops right around Finny. Okay. And what do you say as this beautiful white light with slight marble veins of gray springs up around them?
The thunder. Guide our hands and protect our souls.
And Artexia and Gira, you immediately feel a greater presence riding alongside you, infusing your body, going into your tendons, making your movements sure and your strikes more certain.
All right, so
Okay.
when you make attack rolls or saving throws, you roll your d20 as normal, but you also get an additional d4.
All right.
Attack rolls and saving throws.
What else are you doing?
If I still have some movement left, I will get out of the way so that others can see.
Okay. Here.
Sure.
Alrighty. And Finny is on deck actually next. Gira, you're up.
She's going to go to the one that she can get to. The one on the right.
Okay.
From her point of view. She's a monster. She's gonna hit it.
Okay.
Clearly.
Now that you, go ahead.
Oh, good God, no. That's terrible.
You get
Do
your
I
die
have
4 too.
anything to re-roll?
Yeah, we have.
You all have
We
inspiration.
have inspiration from a couple.
I'm gonna
sessions
use
ago.
my inspiration because
Damn, I should've did
that's
that.
a 2.
So I have been running at the main table. I've been running inspiration a certain way. Rules as written, you have to declare it, and then you get advantage. Since I'm not going to change that on you
okay.
now, but just so you know, moving forward, that's on me because I like the
That
idea of being
makes
able
more
to reroll.
sense.
Yeah.
So you're using it more as like I'm an inspired to do a specific thing. and
Almost
I
a luck
want it
point.
to succeed.
Right.
You
And-
basically want to. I can. Then I'll.
No. But use it this time because I don't want to change that
So
on
you
you
have to
mid-fight.
preemptively say it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, go for it. You feel buoyed by your past success of
Yes,
opening.
I do.
laying the Durst children.
That is going to be a 22.
That's with the thing too, right?
I didn't use the bless. I have a certain period of time to use the bless, or do I have
No,
to?
you
use
just
the
get
bless?
it.
I just get it?
Yeah,
Oh,
period of
well
time.
then that's.
So it's plus 1d4. I mean,
You
obviously
roll
you're
your 4
hitting
on
it.
top of
I
it.
get to use this for a number of
every attack.
times for a certain period of time.
For
Every
the rest of
attack.
for every attack and for every
Okay.
saving throw.
Then that was another 4, so I get
1 minute,
26.
1 minute or 10 minutes?
minute.
1 minute. So it's 10 combat rounds you get to use it for.
Okay.
Pass this around. This is obviously don't look at the stats, but this is the creature that you're dealing with. Tongue and all. Okay.
That's
Thunk.
disgusting.
Go ahead and roll damage, hon.
Heck nah. Roll the damage.
Roll damage on it.
I want to know how.
Alright.
I want to drink your blood.
And for faraway friends, the tongue is obscenely long,
It looks like the genie with a long tongue.
and it has kind of this dead blue-gray skin that's stretched taut and flaking around it.
It looks like the old Dracula, but
5
naked.
damage.
5 total?
And with a long
tongue.
tongue. He could do some things,
He's
He's in the red.
It's kind of thirsty. That's why he's in the
Okay, you take a bit of its face, but it's not surprisingly, Gira, its undead flesh seems quite resilient.
Crazy.
Although not. Yeah, it doesn't seem to really resist that, which is good. Okay. Finny. Ooh. Actually, not great. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty bad.
All these tight spaces.
That's pretty bad. Okay. That would be 10, 15, 20. Because there's not really a good way for him to get it. Yeah, okay. And this one is breaking through. Watch your back! So he jumps on the bed, gets back over here, and tries to thrust and slash at this thing as it comes in. A slightly more slender version. Okay, short sword connects, and roll that again. So managed to take a pretty good hack out of it. All right, now they're going. So this one, let's see, Gira, you're the only other one that's actually heard it. They're reasonably intelligent. All right, so the first thing it tries to do is it leans forward and tries to eat your face.
Sexy.
And gets nothing but net. No, actually, exact opposite. Nothing but air. One of its plaque-ridden teeth.
She said maybe it was
chips.
nothing but yet.
Oh god.
One of the plaque-ridden fangs chips, and it claws. Okay, you get your shield up, and it deflects off.
Nice.
More.
I see, nothing but yet.
Oh, actually, Farron, sorry, I skipped you. You should have gone
How
before I finished this.
dare you?
Yeah, because I shoved Finny in between you. And as we were talking about at the intermission, I should have had you roll for wild magic. So I will try to remember that. It does say in the book the GM can make you roll, but pretty much in Barovia, every time you're using a leveled spell, there's a chance for something bad to happen or good to happen.
Hey, have fun.
And we are not using the player's handbook Barovian wild magic table either. We're going to be using something a little more Gothic themed.
Oh, how
So much fun. Yes.
sure no bad
So
comes.
you hear this violence and chaos going on. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move up to be able to at least see a target, but I don't want to get in the way.
Here you can see that actually she's pretty well on the way because her body's huge. 5, 10, 15, 20. You could get either of them there
Okay.
because you can kind of reach around enough.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and then blast this bad boy that's right there with Gira.
With Gira?
And
Okay.
the Artexia wolf. She raises her black nails to send out a chill touch.
All right. Skeletal hand appears.
Okay, that's gonna be a 25 to hit.
All right. Your hand tries to sink into it, and you can see some of the. It's necrotic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can see some of the necrotic energy go into it. Roll damage.
Not some. That is a lovely 2.
2. So there's just a little trickle that goes in, and you feel like this is yet one more creature that is resistant to this particular trick.
Shit.
Do you move at all, or do you stay? Is that a good? Do you want to move down one more? Like get right up on top of the
If
candlestick.
I'm blocking the doorway over there, I want to get out of the way and make sure there's room. So
Just in case, because Morgathi's going to try to get in here.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right there. That's good.
20. All right, he gets where you are at.
Did you finish the turn of the?
Everyone's in this.
Of the Stinkies, I did not. So the one on Finny. Yeah. Whew, Finny. Okay. Ow!
He does get a bonus to his saves if he has to make one.
All right. That one latches onto him, and as it's latched on, it tries to dig in with the other claw. Ugh! He looks pretty ragged. And why don't you make a save for him, Kira?
Uh-oh.
Get a D4 on top.
Yeah, and it gets a D4 on top of that.
Get at least a 4.
It's an 8 on the D20. And then a 3.
So 11. 11 on the die. Okay.
Plus whatever he got.
Not today!
Be strong.
And he's still moving.
That's right. Be strong.
Okay.
Less.
Thank you for the blessing.
Helps you to not die. Maybe.
Okay.
Sure do.
Frigidus Tactus! And Morgathi tries to hit at the same spot that you did. And largely succeeds. Although, again, that swirl of necromantic, of kind of grayish necromantic energy, just takes longer to get in and doesn't seem to sink as deep into the ghast's body as it should. We're back at the top of the round, so Artexia.
Okay. And I'm still right in front of
You
that.
are snout to mouth.
And
with
he
this
hasn't
thing.
reached for me or nothing? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, she hit it in the face.
Yeah.
And kind of
I pissed it off.
Is he halfway down now?
It's hurt, but it doesn't look tattered. One thing, since you are fighting with your ally, the direwolf enjoys pack tactics.
Yes, he does, yes.
So you get to roll with advantage.
Yes.
You get to roll 2 and take the better.
Nice.
And you get a D4.
Don't forget.
Yeah.
Can I get a D4?
Because you're
On top of
blessed.
Blessed,
whatever
yeah.
you roll with your D20, add an additional
Yes,
D4.
as you're blessed. So
Okay.
you roll the d4 with them.
With all of their...
Take the highest plus 1 D4.
Oh my god. Okay, so 10 and 4.
Okay.
So 14
Plus,
plus...
do I get the 5 with
Yes,
my
you
bite?
do. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
What's that one say?
8.
Okay.
You blast through its tough flesh and rip out another chunk. Go ahead and roll damage.
Rip that chunk.
Okay. Is that an 8? Damage is 8?
Damage for this guy is
Oh shit, I didn't.
That's
2 die.
2d6 plus...
You didn't write it down.
2d6.
Oh.
2d6 plus
I have a
3?
2d6
picture.
plus 3.
I have a picture of the stuff I've been looking
Yeah,
at.
it's 2d6 plus 3.
Okay, so my 6 is a square, right?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
2 cubes plus 3.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, okay, 6.
Nice.
Plus
So
1.
it's 6, 7,
Seven,
8, 9,
10.
10.
Oh, so I don't take the better of them. It's
You
both
add
of them.
No,
you add them
it's
together.
actually,
Yeah.
this is both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hurt.
So the direwolf does 2d6 plus 3.
It's got
Damage.
a good bite.
And
Crunchy crunch.
So 10. I got 10.
And if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 strength save or be knocked prone. So you basically grab it and you're worrying it.
Knock it over.
I have no more ears. I am just a dog.
But unfortunately, it manages to keep its feet.
Son of a bitch. I keep the ears on.
And there's this bitter, awful.
Sorry, go on.
There's this bitter, awful taste in your mouth as you're tearing into its rotting hide.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yummy.
Tasting death.
Feed my children
Durgan,
with this later.
you're up.
Durg 'em up.
Well, I don't know how far I can even get in there to see stuff.
He's just over there waving.
You can squeeze
No, I don't
here.
wanna squeeze.
That's 15, and then you can do something else.
Okay, I can squeeze and then move, but I'm at disadvantage
Or
with
you
being
could
straight.
You could squeeze over here.
You can probably see past me. Around.
There he can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I... Whom can I see?
Seeing the other one is probably more difficult. You can probably see the one that I'm fighting
With her body, with the big body, you probably can't see the far one, but
Big back.
you can see this thing. If you try to shoot,
Can I see Finny?
no, he's totally vanished.
But I can see the other baddie that's in front of her.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna call down some holy hell on it.
Yeah. Get him.
Okay.
Call it down.
Are we sacred flaming?
No.
Nope. Okay. What are we doing?
Let him cook.
Literally.
Roasted undead flesh.
It's gonna smell really good down here.
Right?
Got burnt centipede smell.
Nice little
There's
Roman
just all kinds of
barbecue.
flagrant aromas.
Smell of rotting skeleton.
We're gonna find some candles that are like burnt.
I would love to
gas,
sit in front
you know?
of that. Thank you.
He just kind of points his warhammer at it, holds his shield, and says, "Stirbolt!"
And what happens?
Pull down guiding bolt.
Okay, so there's an eruption of white laced with gray that erupts from his hammer in a beam.
Oh my god!
What did we get?
What happened?
Oh, you got a nat 20?
Hey, nice.
You double the dice.
Come on, baby!
So it starts. There's a.
10, 18.
I'll let you finish,
Another d6.
and then re-roll the damage. Yeah, and add them together.
Okay.
Still good.
Yeah, it is. All right, so another 10 on top of that, so 28.
All right. And you know you've done this before. This is not the first battle you've been in where you've used Guiding Bolt. So it should be just a quick blast. And you see in this desperate place so far from home that Lathander, for the first time, you feel him fully with you. And the beam continues to surge and surge and surge long past where it should have. And you see the insides of the creature are alight with this radiant force, and it just explodes in kind of these steaming chunks all over Gira and
Yeah,
especially-
absorb that!
Get him.
Well done, Gira. You're next.
First of all, you see Gira kind of turn around just slightly with like a chunk of like. She goes,
You gotta blink a couple times.
very impressive. And then she'll turn around and then try to run around.
Okay.
Yeah. No, she's not gonna like.
She ain't even wiping it. She's good with it.
We're in the glories of battle. Can she squeeze around?
About
or
the-
is
you
that
can.
a wall right there?
You can. This is a wall, but you can squeeze for 10, 20. You can attack. Actually, you'd have to go. Yeah, you could 10, 20, and then you'd wind up on top of what's left of the bed.
So I have to go that way, not the other corner?
You could be here, but since you can't willingly end your turn in another creature space, that's the only pathway that will.
Okay, then I
Land.
go where I can land.
It will get, and as you are forced to back away from it, will get an attack of opportunity. Because you're going to engage with it and then back off.
I thought I was just saying I move forward wherever I see the opportunity. So if I see that there's not enough room, I'm not going to try to go for that corner.
There is, so you can go diagonally here. Basically, you're crossing through her, you're climbing over the direwolf. So that would be 10, 20 to get into Finney's space. You can attack, but you can't end your turn there. So you'd have to move off. Actually, I think there's... Actually, no, I take that back. There's a square with a candle. And you could be there and not be out of its melee, so you wouldn't eat the opportunity attack. Do you want to do that?
Then yeah, I'll do
Okay.
that.
Okay, so
First of all, do I see Finney?
you can't see him past her. You know he's
Well,
fighting.
once I get there.
Yeah. You can tell where he's fighting because you see the flash of the short sword, and you can see that what should be a brilliant white glow around him, but instead of brilliant white, it's white with some gray veins running through it. But you know roughly where he's at because of that.
Okay, he's not like passed out down on the floor.
No, he's fighting. No, he's
Okay, he's
fighting.
still fighting.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out. So okay, yeah, she'll go in that corner, and put her shield up so that Finney actually has a space to duck behind if he wants to. And then she'll attack.
Attack. Okay. And because everybody's squeezed in, you are at disadvantage for that attack. But there's no getting around that.
Nah, that's
Everybody's
Still get your
just
blast, though.
too fat. Yeah. You
still get the
you still have a fair chance of hitting it.
nope. That's gonna be a net one.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh, well.
All right.
It's literally a nat 1.
It's too squeezed in. Unfortunately, you can't get your arm up as you hit half a ton of Artex Wolf. And Finny is next. Finny looks bad.
Does Finny move?
He's he is bleeding. Finny does not like to move.
Finny has the power to do so.
But Finny's about to die, so Finny is going to disengage this combat round.
Good.
Better.
That's a good thing.
Remember, halflings are fearless, like as a racial character trait, and I play them that way. But he's going to disengage 10, 20. Yeah, he can get out of there. So.
You can go underneath the legs.
Yeah, he's basically crawling. Yeah, he basically crawls under Artexia. Artexia's belly.
Opens my legs to let him go.
Nope.
There's a part of you that wants to eat him, that wants to snatch. So I'm going to warn you, there is the danger of a very high prey drive with the dire wolf.
Okay.
Very high.
Okay.
You're okay right now because you're not hungry. But his little wriggling halfling self just
There's something within me.
You need something to wash that whatever.
Fair enough.
For real.
Mouth out of your mouth.
Where's that fountain at? That well.
Do I have a decent shot at him over the direwolf back there?
If you move up onto the remnants of the head of the bed,
I'll
yes.
do that.
As you it's the ultimate. Remember as kids were jumping on the bed?
Right.
Yeah, so you're like just smashing this bed into nothingness.
All right.
It's seen better days.
Yeah, knowing Chill
like
Touch
a
isn't going to have quite the touch she wants, she'll pull out her crossbow and fire at this bad boy.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's 17?
17.
Sweet.
Fine purchase.
5.
Okay. And this creature seems this creature seems both taller and more slender. You also see the curve of hip and of bosom, and as you're looking at the distorted though she be, with a grotesque tongue and taut, flaking undead flesh, you're probably looking at Mrs. Elizabeth Durst.
Found her.
Which would make the other rotund gentleman Gustav. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what happens with that. And Mrs. Durst is not pleased by this turn.
No?
A likely story.
And Mrs. Durst tries to claw through, can't get. She fixes eyes with you. And she's trying to climb, but because Artexia's just huge Volkswagen-sized body is there, she can't climb over, and you're just like shoving her back and keeping her back.
It does a little scratch.
So-
like I have a bug on me or something.
So she bites into you.
Oh, motherfucker.
This bug bites.
For real.
And she does 11 points of damage.
Dang.
That doesn't come off of you, that comes off the
Right
dire
off my
wolf.
dire wolf, yeah.
And then she claws, but seems to get hopelessly tangled in your fur. And that's her turn. You hear Morgathy. "Ugh, for fuck's sake. These things are probably immune to poison too, aren't they? Frigid is... And as he rolls the nat 1, and his little skeletal hand just shatters.
I know the feeling.
And for a second, he looks kind of put out and demoralized.
Farron gives him a little look. Because he wanted to have comments about how I cast it.
Right.
You don't think he caught it, unfortunately.
It satisfied me. I don't care.
That's
if he
fair.
saw it.
That's
I
fair.
feel better.
And we're back at the top. Artexia, what do? You turn your bulk. You turn your bulk into face him.
Butt slap Morgathy.
As you butt slap Farron.
Alright. I will go for... I only have 3 points of armor left, right? Because you hit me for 11, right?
No, that's your hit points. Not your armor class.
Yeah, it hit you for 11.
Oh, okay. I thought that
Took
was
11
okay.
damage out of
Okay,
your-
I got
you have
plenty.
37.
Okay.
Yeah, you start with 30.
All right.
You start with 37,
Yeah,
so you're
I
fine.
turn over as quick as I can, and I jump up and I go for his head.
Her. This is Elizabeth Durst. Go for
Get
it.
it right. This is a woman.
This one's a woman.
Listen, I'm gonna call it a they and move
That's
on.
really important. Okay. No, go for it.
The undead head.
Right, Elizabeth's head on.
right.
Undead head.
So now I'm doing the 2D, or am I doing the?
Since you're still next to an ally, so you get to roll with advantage for pack tactics.
All right.
The D4.
Because you instinctively know how to use her, and then
Yep.
you still have the D4. Yep.
Come on, bite its head off.
16
That's good.
plus. Oh, wait, so I do both of them. Oh no, I get to choose one.
You
Okay,
get
so
to pick the better
16
two.
Not the.
plus 5. Yes.
Plus whatever
One.
that was.
So 20.
That's more than enough to sink your jaws
roll your
about her
2d6.
face.
22.
And add them together and add 3 to that.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, 6 and 4, so
Nice.
10 plus 3, 13.
13. Okay.
Nice.
That takes a good.
Bite the shit out
That
of
takes
that
a good
bitch.
chunk, and you actually rip out part of her skull.
Hey, that tastes even better.
Yay,
As you can feel that
brains.
fetid
Dead
marrow. Brains.
The dead brain.
And
Am I still hungry after that? Or?
I'm so full, right?
Actually, your appetite's gone down a little bit now.
A little nauseated.
Durgan, you're up.
It is now officially safer for halflings to crawl under.
It is. It is. Durgan, you're up. You're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to fire a straight through the creature, but you could call down Sacred Flame because it just appears on the person. Indirect and.
I
shocking
am
terms.
going to heal Finny.
Okay.
That's nice of you.
All right. So, I can
Yeah, 'cause
actually
now you
touch
can
him.
Yeah, you can touch Finny. She's right there.
That was a pop.
Yeah, I'd
It's
be
like,
popping,
that,
girl.
that sounded like it felt good.
Our chiropractic victories
I
over
hope
here.
the mic picked that up.
Hildebrand, Sara. All right. And that is 15.
So there's a flare of the same white light as it goes into his body, and you see his wounds completely close up.
Noise.
He looks at you. Wow. And Gira, now you have a clean shot at it.
She really wants to hit this.
Yeah.
Am I still at disadvantage?
No, because you're not squeezed now.
Okay.
You're not occupying the same space. Thank gods. Just the iron candlestick.
We can do this. We can do this. Really?
And you do get your bless.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make
Add
a
it.
difference.
Add it. Every bit counts. Come on.
I rolled 5.
5 total. Okay.
Oh no. Well, I get my +5 to hit, so 10.
10. Not enough.
Yeah.
Some of these things do have surprisingly low ACs, though. Okay. You endeavor not to hit your friend, so the strike goes awry.
There seems to be a big mouth in front of you and it.
Right.
God, there's just not much. Since you are a large creature, though, I think.
It's worked.
dare you.
It's worked for and against us at this point.
Yeah, I think Finny. I think technically he
Oh,
can
you're trying to get Finny to.
move through it unimpeded. So he does what he's always wanted to do, which is jump on top of a. He doesn't think of it as a direwolf. He thinks of it as a Strixwolf alpha.
Didn't he already freaking ride me?
Yeah,
I was thinking about it.
but now he gets to.
But now
he,
you're
Always
bigger.
riding me.
but he scrambles.
Thing.
He scrambles on top, and he swiftly. You hear one of his weapons clatters to the ground. Wait, did he have? I'm trying to remember if Audrey loaded him up with daggers or a short bow. I'm going to say daggers. Makes more sense for him. And he flings the dagger at it. Manages to stick it in. Okay, that thing's looking pretty ragged. Bonus action offhand. That one goes wide. Okay, and you now have Finny on your butt. Farron,
Fire
again. Okay, you swiftly reload. Fuck. Fire. There's a little bit too much crowding over there. And now the Ghast, and now Mrs. Durst goes after you.
Totally aghast.
And looks like, okay, you feel her chomp into you once more,
Mother flipper.
into your lupine form, and this time she does another 11 points of damage.
You mother flipper. So that's 22 out of my 37.
She liked the taste
And
of
now
bird.
she
Another 11.
claws you.
Cause she already got 11 off of you before.
Yeah, so
No,
it's 22.
so it's 22 off of 37.
It's 22 total. Yeah.
No, she brought your 37 down to a 26.
She's just saying it's 22
She's doing it the
points
opposite way.
of damage.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's at
I
the
was
other
like,
way.
what am I missing
Yeah.
here? Nah,
Okay.
No, you got it. And then she does another 10 points of slashing damage with her
Is this
claws.
bitch.
Oh, shoot.
Are you out?
I am 5 points
Yeah,
away.
you're 5 points
from
away.
being out.
And
Still
you
a dire wolf.
And you feel a paralytic chill go through your large form.
Oh, you
So
don't want to
in
get
the-
scratched by that bad boy.
In the dire wolf's body, make a Constitution save.
Plus for the D4.
Yep, still plus because of the bless. So it's a die
Plus
20.
with the D4. Oh.
Yep.
Roll as high as you can.
And you're rolling with the die.
19 plus 4.
Okay.
Ooh, good.
And that large body fights off the effects and shake it off.
My goodness. Oh, goodness.
Damn. It's getting sketchy in here.
Someone help me.
I don't like Elizabeth. She's a biche.
Finally. All right. Fuck's sake! And Morgathi throws the only two really weapons that he has. He throws his beautiful amethyst bejeweled athame, his sacred arcane focus.
Sparkles in the air.
And it thunks.
Oh, man.
And it thunks into the thing's face, and it's reeling. And he manages a nice wing shot because he is 6'5", so he manages to get around you just enough to get a wing shot in there, a side shot, and Durst just flops forward on top of you, on top of the dire wolf.
Gosh darn it.
And you take 5 points of damage.
You take 5 points of damage from Mrs. Durst. Woo. Okay.
Yowza.
There's a little bit of dust settles, and as the party licks its wounds and collects itself, unfortunately, friends, that is where we will have to pause the tale.
Damn.
So we have real life Anakin, but that's how it goes.
That's a good way to end it, though.
It is a good way to end it. All right, faraway friends, is this little party of happenstance ever going to make it out of the Durst Manor? Do they want to make it out of the Durst Manor? Or
I'm
perhaps
moving
they
in.
enjoy.
This is a nice
You're moving
bed.
in. Yeah, I
Nice
think you're moving in.
Good real estate.
This place has really, knock out a few walls. You could really open up the place.
It does have a bathtub.
I can see this as my forever home.
That's pretty good, Justin.
God.
So, until next time, thank you so much for journeying with us for this episode of Darkeport Curse of Strahd. We appreciate that so much. See you next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Strahd.